It looks like they all around the same time frame.
Yeah. Damn, he had a crazy week. Monday, Tuesday. That's what he's naming his kids. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This one New York City musician, man, he got 5 women pregnant at the same time, and they all came together for a joint baby shower.
That's
Zeddy Will, man, 22 years old, in Queens. He hosted a joint baby shower. Now, we talk about Nick Cannon having multiple gender reveals, baby showers, Christmas cards, but I don't think he's ever done them all at once.
Listen, I think that the Nick Cannon thing is catching fire. I think that's what this is. I think it's somebody finding that, Nick Cannon is getting a lot of publicity from this. I'm going to have a whole bunch of kids too. Now, granted, he's 22 years old. That's that college age that I was just talking about. I feel like they're going crazy out here.
Bro, you think this guy's in college?
No, I don't. The second I saw the title and it said NYC musician, I was like, oh, he's almost homeless.
He got 5 homes to choose from now.
Oh, damn. So he's got 5 baby mamas, and one of his partners, Lizzie Ashley, she revealed that the startling achievement happened when they started sending off the party invitations.
Oh, wow.
It showed that the baby shower was going to be on January 14th in Queens. And the moms-to-be, they were all posed in a joint photo. And it said, welcome little Zeddy Wills 1 through 5.
Wow. Well, we talked about Tariq Hill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He didn't even do this.
He didn't.
Wow.
This is nasty work. Like as 22 years old, as a 22-year-old, 5 baby moms, all at the same time.
That's a rough start. He got a whole basketball team, starting 5.
Listen, my opinion about Zion is well documented. I think he couldn't. This guy probably couldn't afford 5 abortions.
Gee, why are you bringing that up at a baby shower conversation?
I'm just saying, he's gonna have a really big family and a lot of responsibility.
Or he could just leave. I mean, who knows?
Wait, so you'll say he could just leave, but when I bring up that he could have got 5 abortions, that's worse?
Yes, it's in bad taste.
I think both are pretty bad, but looking at these women, he clearly has a type too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 of them are light-skinned women.
Okay. 4. Okay.
And then he got 1 chocolate sister with him too. Nice. It looks like they all around the same time frame.
Yeah. Damn, he had a crazy week. Monday, Tuesday. That's what he's naming his kids. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That wouldn't be the worst. That would not be the worst thing in the world.
That would be the worst. Oh, my God. Shit. Shout out to them, man. At least they did it together. They said, look at our beautiful family. Better, they're doing it for the kids so they can, stay close, have the kids be close together.
My God.
Yeah, for them to do this baby shower, do you think that they did it for the internet? Because, we're talking about it. This guy is a musician. Who knows? It's probably gotten him way more attention than any of his music he's put out.
Dude, 100%. 100%. One of his baby moms, she went viral last year. She got her wig ripped off. I don't know why I can't talk today. But she got over 400,000 views, something like that.
Wow.
So I think this is for social media. Hopefully, something comes out of this. Maybe a reality TV show.
Yeah.
But he's going to need some money to pay for all these kids.
Bro, 5 baby moms at 22, kill me.
You know how many diapers that is? Know how many of everything that is? They're going to be sharing car seats. They're going to have a time.
Yeah. The dark side of polygamy, man. Or the bright side. Maybe one of these kids, becomes
if you get one if you get one baller out of that group, that's 1 in 5. That's a pretty good ratio. That's a good result.
Not with this circumstance. I have a very low percentage of any of these kids. Unfortunately, making it out of a bad situation. But hopefully they're able to turn it around. They have a bunch of adults who could all work. They should just get a house together and all put their income in a pile and raise these kids as one family.
The baby moms' names are Ashley, Bonnie B, Kay Marie, Jalen Villa, and Ileana Khalifa Galetti.
That sounds like the worst girl group ever, man. It sounds awful, man.
They've accepted each other,
oh my God.
They feel it's better for the little ones to grow up in a big family.
Damn. I can't even think of 5 women who I would even want to get pregnant. Like that's messing with at the same time. That's nuts. This boy's wild. This boy's wild, but hopefully, I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Yeah. Hopefully we hear from them. Hopefully they're successful. My biggest fear.
How many think you got out there that weren't at the photo shoot?
I don't know, man. They seem like a united front.
But if you got 5 baby moms, like, he might have a couple others that are out there and he just don't know it. He ain't get the number. It was a quick one night. Like,
where would he have the time, man? Or the sperm?
I don't know.
It's hard. It's hard.
Man's had a good 2023. He's going to have a bad 2024 to 2040. Like,
yeah, I think from now on, if people are like, past like the first or second trimester, we shouldn't talk about abortion.
Listen, we don't know where. I'm just talking shit. All right, I'm in support of pro-choice.
I know you're really in support. Oh man,
but I'm also pro-life. I want the babies to live. I want them to have good lives.
No, I mean, it's a lot of people who feel that way, and abortion is something that. With the overturning of Roe v. Wade is not something that you can take for granted. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. An alternative to abortion is adoption.
Mm-hmm.
And this one man, on a dating app, he asked a woman, he messaged a single mom, and he asked her if she would be willing to put her kids up for adoption so that he could date someone child-free, according to a Reddit post. He says, would you be willing to put your children up for adoption? I want to date someone without kids, so looking for someone who is willing to free themselves of their current kids. He says, a lot of people read that and they thought it was a joke, but other people thought it was serious, man. When I saw this headline, I thought of you immediately. I was just like, I don't think this is something you would say in real life.
No.
But something close to it. I don't know, man. What did you think about this message?
No, that's crazy. That's insane. Like,
you only care if the dad's dead. You wouldn't ask them to get rid of the kid completely.
Yeah, I would just want to know. But that's something you ask like early in the relationship. Like, where's his dad? Because I think that's really important. Like, that's a huge aspect, especially if the dad is still in his life. You got to build a whole relationship with the dad too, because you're the stepdad. Like, there's a whole crazy dynamic with that. This is a crazy thing to ask somebody. I think it was probably a joke. I remember when I was on dating apps, if there was somebody who had a funny profile or something funny there, you send them something wild and joke a little bit about it and see what their response is before you unmatch them. But
is that the point of dating apps? Roast someone and leave?
It was fun. It was fun.
That's why I thought of you when I read this shit.
But I think that is crazy. Somebody on Reddit, they said, my mother-in-law was friends with a lady who actually did this back in the 90s. Her son and his son would fight. They were little kids. So she gave her kid up.
Oh, my God.
That is terrible.
Bro, when I read this at first, I was like, okay, it's probably a joke. Even if it's not, this guy's a dick. But I was surprised at how many people responded on Reddit and said that this actually happened. Like, that was shocking to me. Other people said, like, this one person said, I actually know someone who did this as well. Abandoned her young child and intentionally got pregnant with her convict boyfriend that already had a wife. We all cut her off.
Dude, it's different. That and people giving the kid to like their grandparents and stuff like that.
This one person said their mom gave them to their grandparents. Like this happened to them specifically, and they said, this happens all the time. Men like this really exist, and women are out there, who give up custody for these men. I didn't think it was like a real thing, but I'm like, damn, a lot of people have lived through this.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not. Like a lot of guys will not date women that have kids, and that's the whole issue with child support and things like that. That's why women get treated the way that they do by the courts and family court, because it's way harder for them to be able to move on with their lives, find a spouse that'll be able to build a family with, because nobody wants somebody else's trash.
Bro, that's crazy.
I'm just saying that's how people look at it. I'm not saying that's how I look at it. I'm just saying that's how people look at it.
That's not how the courts look at it. They're not like, oh, you get child support because no one wants to date you. That's not true at all.
All right, that's not the only thing, but that's part of it.
No, it's not.
All right, you can say what you want. I'm just telling you the reality. There's a reason that women receive so much.
That's not the reason, though.
It's not the reason, but it's a consideration.
The trash?
I'm not really saying they're trash. You know what I'm saying. Listen, don't start spinning my words.
I'm not just repeating what you said. Oh my God.
Well, listen, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yes, there you go.
Okay? That's what I'm trying to allude to.
That's better, honestly, because I mean, personally, I've said I don't have kids, I wouldn't date someone who has kids because I feel like I'm not ready for that, I would never ask anyone to put their kid up for adoption.
No, that's nuts. Especially if the kid is like, if they didn't put them up for the adoption day one, they're not going to do it like when they're 3 years old. Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah, and any woman who does this, like, is not like...
No, I wouldn't want her.
Not wifey material. You willing to give up your kid for some dick?
Yeah, because if she'll do that to her kid, what is she gonna do to me if like somebody else comes around or something else goes on? Like, no, hell no,
bro.
That goes back to that loyalty piece. Like, nah,
that just goes back to
humanity.
Yeah, for real. Exactly. Like I dated this girl and. She didn't have kids, but she had a cat. Well, she had multiple cats, and we were hanging out. I'm allergic to cats, but not like super allergic. Like it's not a deal breaker for me. Like I feel like I grew up with cats. I could date someone with cats. I'm not a giant fan. I don't really care. Their kittens are cute, but whatever. But we're just talking, and she just goes out of nowhere. She's like, "I get rid of my cats for you."
Get a cat.
And I was like, "What?" And I just didn't even say anything. I was like, that's crazy. She would get rid of her cats. I would never ask someone to get rid of their cats for me. But she just volunteered. And I'm like, obviously that didn't last long. But because she was a little, crazy.
Wait,
but
this was...
I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Off mic. But nah, that... Yeah, giving up your pet, you're right.
It's crazy.
Like, if you're dating somebody and they're like, listen, you're going to have to get rid of your dog if we want to make this work long term. I would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Like, this dog has been rocking with me for 5 years. You only just got here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it says a lot about someone's character if they're willing to abandon their children for a guy they meet, But it does happen in real life. So, make better choices, guys.
But vice versa, there are guys that do that as well. There's guys that have like partial custody of their kids, and the second that they get a new spouse or a partner, they don't never see their kids again. They just ditch them.
Damn.
There's people that do that. It's nasty. It's a nasty world out there. Yes, everybody, make sure you take care of your kids. February's coming up. Black History Month, the month of love. Start the year off right.
Yeah. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify. Follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
All the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.